We are creatures of habit. And the reason we have habits is because we make roughly 35,000 decisions every single day.
Look, we're not here to sell you transformation. We're here to share some truths. Because this stage of life can sneak up on you in the best possible way.
There's a new quiet swagger that comes with it. One you earn simply by being you. We'll walk with you. You don't have to be anywhere else. Turns out it's good here. And sometimes it's even great.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're talking about genuinely, one of my favorite topics. I've been banging on about this topic for years, rituals. And why do I love them so much? Well, first of all, routines are not there to confine you. They're actually there to carry you, because the good ones, when you have them down pat, they run themselves. And what you're left with is energy for the unscheduled. So that is why we really wanted to talk about routines, because I think sometimes they get a bad rap.
They do.
And yes, you can overschedule your life and you can try and, get up at 5 a.m. and do the 7,000 things before 8 a.m., which, by the way, can work and is good for some people, but everything doesn't work for everyone. I think routines and habits have maybe gotten a bad rap of late because of those approaches. I actually do love those approaches, not always, by the way, like in winter. No, we wanted to reframe them, like I was saying, that they're not restriction. They're actually, if done well and done to suit you, they're actually liberation. Yeah. And they give you scaffolding for the rest of your day to be spontaneous, basically. So actually what they do is open room for doing things that you do want to do that are fun and maybe not habits-based. And you do want them a little bit on autopilot and automated.
You do. Because if you build them to a point where they're almost like you don't have to think about them, that's when it's a habit, right?
Well, like the one that everyone refers to when you talk about habits, but for good reason, is brushing your teeth, right? Yeah. Okay, that's how you have to think about all habits. It's something that takes a few minutes. You just get up in the morning and you do it. You don't begrudge it. It doesn't get in your way.
Yeah.
And you just do it. I'm all about where you create routines and habits that are easy to do like that. And I'm also big on habit stacking. But I did want to say from a routine and ritual from the 50 plus angle, here's something really interesting to think about. When you're younger, you have habits and rituals as well, but maybe they can be a bit more imposed upon you. Like you base them on what everyone else is doing or the latest trend or what you see on social media. So you haven't really chosen or thought about if that's for you. And that's normal, right?
It can be toxic.
It can be
sometimes.
Because you don't know why you're doing something.
A habit for me with my ex-husband was we would actually go to the pub after work every single night of the week.
What? You've not told me this.
No, because it just came to me. Because I was like, what? How
night?
have things changed? But it was a habit.
It was a habit.
Like, it was actually a habit. Like, we would be like, oh, yeah, let's meet up at the pub. He was a lawyer, and so it'd be his lawyer friends.
So it was social and fun.
And it was a habit.
And the thing is, none of that's bad, except when you're not really choosing it.
I didn't choose it.
And you're going every night. Like nothing, not the gym, not even good habits every night. It's too much.
I was very passive to it. Yeah. So I like that point that you made, because it is a different way of thinking
but
about
as you get older, the wonderful thing is, if you're paying attention, and if you're not, maybe listen to last week's episode on self-abandonment, because that's sort of where you give up and you stop doing all the little things that are good for you. But aside from that, I think as you get older, the great, wonderful thing is that you have the confidence to choose routines that work for you. And they don't have to be about the latest trend. You don't have to get up at 5 a.m. and do a cold plunge, but if you want to, you should, if that's good for you. But that's it. You get to choose, and you're less afraid to choose, and you don't feel judged. Whereas I think when you're younger, you feel judged if you're not doing the latest
and a lot of
hack or habit trick. It's really important to not lose sight of how valuable they are. And I know for me, there's a saying, lose an hour in the morning, It goes something like this: lose an hour in the morning and you'll find yourself chasing it all day. For just as an example of something that works for me, it might not work for someone else. You might be an afternoon person, but I know if I start my work day late or whatever it is I'm trying to get through that day, even things on a weekend that are important, maybe life admin, if I start later, I am I feel behind at 10 o'clock. Like if anything that I start past 9:30, I already feel behind. And yet the whole day's ahead of me. And I do something that Robin Sharma says in the 5 a.m. club, even though it's irrelevant whether you want to get up at 5 a.m. or not. I have read the book and you can take from it. That's the thing. Take from it what works for you. I don't get up at 5 a.m. But something he says is that most people only really work well if you're working or you're doing ad, have only concentration for 2 to 3 hours, something like that. It's something really low.
Yeah.
And he's like, so stack it all in the morning, whatever that morning time is for you, whether it's 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. And then in the afternoon, go for a walk or do something or properly have a lunch break. And actually, because otherwise you're sitting at your desk and you're wasting time in between and you're losing focus and you're being distracted and you do get to 4 or 5 o'clock. But think of all the things you could have done if you just power for 2 to 3 hours. You'll do everything you needed to.
Yeah.
And then you actually get to do some of those good habits.
That's a big time management thing. Yeah. It's pick your most important tasks and do them in the morning if you're in the workforce or run a business
and I
too.
know you've heard about it. And I've become lax lately a little bit to that because I've moved house. I've gotten sick. I had the shingles and all of that.
Shingles.
The wheels came falling off.
Yeah.
Old people stuff. No, not at all. You can get them at any age, okay?
But it is advertised here in Australia as the 50 plus viral or what virus thing.
Hey, then guess what? I am right on track.
On time.
I'm an overachiever. I went right. I'm in my 50s. Get that shingles crack-a-lacking right.
God.
Yeah.
I think we should talk more about this idea, this concept of helping to build an environment that's helpful to us if we're wanting to create new habits or routines. I know we're going to come at it from a couple of different angles. There's a book, I read it like a while back. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And what I really like about how he writes this is because he comes from an identity-based habits. This is big, and I'll tell you guys his little formula in a minute, but so big that it's in the whole goal setting community of act as though you're already there. Act as the person that you want to become. It's around that. But the idea is that you focus on your identity and who you want to be and build habits into that. So he has this 3-step plan that he works on or shares. And the idea is that you have an outcome. So essentially, what do you want to get? Do you want to publish a book? You're going to talk about that soon.
Yeah.
Do you want to lose weight, get healthier, you have more energy, etc.? You have an outcome. Then you look at a process. So what do you do to get that outcome? Do you write daily? Do you go to the gym, etc.? And then you have the identity, which is the most important part.
Love this bit.
What you believe. I am an athlete. I am a writer. I am healthy and vibrant. It's your identity. It's who you are and who you want to become. So on that note, for me personally, I'll share a couple of my little routines recently because as I'm now in my 50s, the wheels on the bus are falling off.
We say that a lot to each other. We catch up and I go, the wheels fell off this week.
Let's just say things are shifting in the...
Yeah, but you know what? We're going to talk about body changes next week. But something real, I just want to say, I think it feels like it's because we're in our 50s, but really we had stuff happen before.
Yeah.
I think you just get more conscious of it now because you're like, damn it. Because maybe you don't bounce back so easily. Or
that's probably it. Yeah. So big thing.
Or it's funnier. I don't know why, but we just, because we name it, the wheels falling off. And there's a few more things we didn't have, to be fair. We'll talk about them next. Wheels on the bus. Go falling off.
So to combat that, for me, I have a few little habits that I've developed. And I just they're so simple. And I just thought I'd talk to you guys about them because this is the idea that we're coming from, is the simplicity of it. So a big thing of getting older, especially as a woman, is both actually. You have to increase your protein intake. You want to keep lean muscle mass, keep your bone health healthy, and all those sorts of things. So in order to look at protein, Every morning I wake up and I have a protein coffee, which is where you put 30 grams of really pure protein into a coffee, like
And
an
you
espresso.
use a protein powder, right?
An unflavored protein powder. I mix it in almond milk, and then I put a shot of espresso in it, and I mix it all together. It's cold with ice because it doesn't make the protein powder go gluggy, but it's literally 30 grams, and that's how I start my day. It's a habit. I don't even think about it. I'm like, I just go like a zombie to the coffee machine.
I guess it's like the brushing your teeth thing,
Yeah.
right? You put the coffee on.
Yeah.
So now all you do is you
Pour.
pour. Like it's like
Yeah,
we
sure.
put sugar in their coffee,
Yeah.
you put protein powder.
That's it.
It's not hard.
My next
But
one.
it's really important.
Very important. So that's my protein intake. Another protein hack. But also I'm now taking creatine, which I adore. It's not just for muscles, it's for brain health and bone health. There's a lot of studies on it. I'm not going to go into the studies. That's not who I am. But I take it. So every single afternoon, I'm like, okay, it's water break time, but it's not just water. I put protein in my water, and then I put creatine in my water, and then I put collagen in my water. But it's like a little bit of a flavored protein water. And I literally stir it all up, I shake it, and I drink it. And it's almost like probably 750 mils, and it has all that stuff in it. So that's my second hack of the day, just with supplements, just to get those in. And then I put our favorite, Glowa.
Yes. We love glow.
Glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for people 50 plus. It's like for
Hair
your
and
hair
skin.
and skin.
Yeah.
So I have those tablets out, and I have those for my other little break of the day when I'm having lunch, because I take them better.
Do you
food.
still have them next to you at your desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love that.
There you
Yeah, see, I've seen this is true. I know you're telling the truth because Heather's created this lovely little tray, like a stacker thing.
Yeah.
And you have it next to your desk rather than hidden away in a cupboard.
Exactly.
Because then you remember to do all these things you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go too much further because that's just I guess we'll call that my supplement stack. It's so nerdy. But anyway, you guys get the idea. It helps me as a pescatarian that doesn't eat as much meat as others to get 30 grams of protein in the morning, 15 grams of protein with my water, and that's regardless of what I eat during the day, and then some healthy minerals and supplements in there. And I've created such a habit, I don't think about it.
Yeah. Like everything, you've got to make it easy.
Yeah.
And it's got to have a flow to it.
Yeah,
It's kind of
totally.
like this is something that I'm so big on. But in the same way, like when you get dressed in the morning, if you want to enjoy your clothes and your accessories, especially like scarves, earrings, bangles,
Yeah.
you've got to work out where those all should be.
You taught me that, yeah.
It's called the flow. So that they make sense to the way you get ready. Like where you do your makeup are your earrings within arm's reach? Like
Yeah.
for me, and having just moved, every time I move house or sometimes when I just want to refresh, it's not a static thing. Like it actually is very environment determined.
Yeah.
So where your desk is versus when you were, before you moved just recently as well, was different. So everything's moved. The kitchen's different.
Yeah.
So my whole flow, I've put things in different places now just because I'm in a new bedroom. But it was very much with the idea, okay, the first thing I do is I have a shower, then I do this, then I do that, then I'll put earrings on if I can see them.
Yeah.
I'll wear my clothes if I can see them, not jammed in the back of a wardrobe.
And you
somewhere.
taught me that.
Yeah.
Because now all my earrings are out.
Yep.
My necklaces are out. My
They have to
handbags
be.
are out. Like I have it.
Yeah.
So I see it.
And even if they're not out, if they can't be, the way that you lay them out has to be in a way that's easy for you to go, like I just, new thing, never done before with my bags because I didn't have the same space. I've got a shelf and under it is a drawer in my wardrobe. So the 2 or 3 big bags are on the shelf. And then the drawer, you pull it out and it's all these little bags like a shop. And I love it because I
Great.
pull the drawer out and I go, oh, I can see each of you. Hi there. Hi there, red bag. Hi there,
Yeah, Elli
blue bag.
has relationships with her items.
I do. I really do.
They're generally females, and then we have little names. Like she has her nice little red bag. We go, oh, look how she looks pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Anyway.
Wow. So I think basically what you're trying to say is, again, we're not purporting vitamins or supplements to anyone, but as you do get older, and there are different supplements when you're younger also very important. It's just to talk to an expert and find out what they are for you and build them into your day. Make it easy.
And listen to your body.
Listen
like
to
we
your
said
body.
before.
Yeah.
It's not because somebody's telling you to do it. And
Yeah,
tweak
you
and change
tweak
until it's
Yeah.
right. That's
like
the
for
key.
us,
Yeah.
you got me onto creatine.
Yeah.
I do protein. By the way, I do my protein coffee hot. Do you know how to do that? So it doesn't glug?
No, because I put 4 massive tablespoons in
I don't
mine.
know yeah. Okay, it might ruin the Nespresso milk frother. Let's forget that. That's what I do.
Oh, no.
Well, going on from that, I wanted to talk about a book that we came across called
Yeah.
Tiny Habits by
Nice.
BJ Fogg. Okay. BJ Fogg is a Stanford behavioral scientist, and their core philosophy is tiny, small habits. So tiny that when you're trying to do something new, it's actions that are less than 30 seconds even. So they don't require willpower or motivation. And I think that's cool. Like, for instance, an example, let's say you're someone who wants to do push-ups. I don't, but it's an easy example.
Yeah, great. I love
They make
this
us do it at Pilates though, don't they?
That's so hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
Okay.
But we do it. But I don't physically get on the ground at home and go, I'm going to do push-ups. I might do lunges or something. Okay, let's use lunges.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay, if you hate lunges or you've never done them before, just do 2, like 1 on each leg after you brush your teeth. There's someone, it reminds me of a podcast, Dr. Rangan Chatterjee. I think it's something in 5, Change Your Life in 5 or something in 5. And he habit stacks where he goes, okay, in the morning while he's waiting for the kettle to boil to make his coffee or tea, he does lunges. So just for that time that the kettle takes to boil. And then he has other things he does all through the day. And he said incrementally as a doctor, what he's seen is you don't have to do a 50-minute workout to get results or to have mind and body and wellness benefits. They do stack. So what 5-minute things can you stack throughout the day that you're trying to do? Like I'll have a thing, like I'm at my desk and when I get up to go to the bathroom or to get a drink, what can I pick up and move and tidy? Like for 2 seconds, like do I just throw things in the dryer? Or just one thing, don't get caught up and distracted, but you're on the move. So what could you do? Or could you do a quick stretch? Or what's the little thing each day at the end of the day that gets in your way that you could habit stack throughout the day? So this going back to BJ Fogg, we're talking about habit stacking. The way he puts it is anchor the new habit to an existing one. I think that's really important. So it becomes consistent. And like we said at the beginning, something you don't have to think about. It's not meant to be dramatic transformations. You said you used to do this to yourself, tried to do too much.
Yeah.
It's actually that by 50, we know that doesn't work. Again, for some it might, but tiny anchors do. And you know what they do more than anything? If you feel accomplished mentally, that's such a win that you'll want to do more. Because it's when you're disappointed in yourself that really has a negative impact, way more than the not doing the thing you should have done, like going for a walk. And again, Dr. Rangan says, even if you go for a 5-minute walk, okay, it's cold and you don't feel like it and you haven't got half an hour because you got up late and your meeting starts in 15 minutes. Instead of going, well, I won't go for 5 minutes because you will sit down at your desk and you will feel better for the rest of the day for having done that, and you're more likely to do it again tomorrow. So quickly, I wanted to just say why routines are like one of my favorite things. So, I'm actually writing a book for our community, and because it's my favorite topic on this at the moment.
So good.
So I wanted to share, because we've talked a lot about exercising and supplements and getting up and getting your work done. But this book, and I wanted to share a little bit, I think this will be the first chapter. My routine stuff is about not things that people always think about. Like I will talk about walking and definitely style and how to get ready in the morning and putting your best foot forward. But the first chapter is called Happy or Right. And I wanted to just quickly bring this up, and I have to use my own advice to write a page a day to get this book done. But these are things, they're not habits as in I'll exercise, I'll walk. They're habits on how you react or show up to life. Because I don't think people realize they can be habits as well. In the Happy or Right chapter, there's things like always have things at hand in your mind for those moments when you don't know how to react. So 1, the simple pause If someone said something to you, you've just got an annoying email, you're about to scream at your partner, the simple pause. So, but it's having that habit stacked in your mind, ready to go. If you don't have these things ready to go, it can really, you will more likely react, and it can really change things. Some other things that are in that chapter that are very similar, you get more bees with honey. If you are with somebody and you're really trying to get an outcome, not manipulate them, how about being nice? That's a really good, compassionate, empathetic, nice. Always have that habit in your mind. I get more bees with honey. And I'll just share a couple more. Ask a good question. This pairs really well with the pause. If you're feeling angry, here's some questions to ask yourself, but you've got to have them on repeat to quickly access them when you feel that temper flaring. And that is, in a day, a week, a year, will this matter? What if something happens today and this is my last memory with this person? Is this what I want it to be? And do I want to, wait for this one, apologize for this later? So the reason I take this look on habits and rituals is because I don't think people have these at the ready. We later on go, I wish I said this or did this. Why don't we? Because it's like you got to rehearse these things and have them as ready to go rituals. If you have a few of them in your back pocket always, you can refer to them. So that's a little bit of a different take on rituals, and I look forward to sharing more of those.
This is where we share voices worth listening to on today's topic. Good to know. Up next. Let's hear from a habit researcher on what she thinks about habits. We're about to meet Dr. Gina Cleo. So she's a PhD, as I said, habit researcher, speaker, and author.
We are creatures of habit. And the reason we have habits is because we make roughly 35,000 decisions every single day. And if we had to consciously make each and every one of those decisions, we would be carcass. It would be impossible. And so our brain has to automate things in order for us to survive and to be able to make good decisions. So that's why we have habits. And the reason that they're so hard to break is because our brain resists change, because change means cognitive effort and mental resources. And our brain's like, hey, I am busy making 35,000 decisions, please. Let's not make any other changes.
Next up, we hand things over to someone younger to decode a trend, a slang word, or something we've missed. All right, let's get the cool kids to explain.
Hello, my name's Jet. I'm 23. I'm a landscaper / stonemason. I feel like people need to be more self-aware. Everyone thinks they are, but they're not really. If you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym and then you don't, and instead you sit and watch a movie, and then later that night you feel depressed or something, and you're like, what? Why am I feeling sad? Why am I feeling like this? It's because you told yourself you'll do something and you didn't do it. So your subconscious is upset with you. And with anything, it's like, why do you get angry when this person says something to me? It's like you got to be more aware of your thoughts and how you act and how you react, because otherwise, you're just not going to know why you're upset or why you feel these emotions. Be more self-aware. It's helped me a lot. I was doing it since I was probably an early teen. And but shout out Heather for getting me on this episode. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.
Every episode, we pause for wisdom from someone who's been through it and learned a thing or two. Here's a word from the wise.
Here's the routine of my week. Okay. Changes every week, depending on the sociability. But I start every morning with my coffee club, and that's always good. That finishes about 9:30, and then I will go to swimming and be at swimming till 10 o'clock and it takes me an hour to wash my hair and do it afterwards in the dressing room, right? So then I'm dressed and ready to go. I take the good clothes, get dressed, right? Tomorrow, for instance, I'm going to a big birthday lunch at the Oaks with about 10 girls, old friends, so that happens then. Tuesday I'll get up, go to the coffee club again, then I'll go for a swim, come home, then I might clean up the house a bit, wash and clean and do a few things and read in the afternoon. It doesn't have to be much. Then Wednesday I've got my grandchild, so I have a routine there of her, taking her to and fro, and again, I might swim if I can. I don't have to. I can go for a little walk around the shops if I want. Go to Chatswood. See TK Maxx. just for something, and then all the Chinese shops for all my groceries that I buy from the Chinese shop. Then I go again, it's Thursday. We usually got something worked out with one of the girls to go and see something. Might be an art gallery or something of interest anywhere, or catch up with a coffee with an old friend, have lunch. Then again, Fridays I can go to sketch club if I want, which is in the mornings to do life drawing. Friday afternoon I don't mind just coming home and having no one around and just sitting. And then Saturdays and Sundays I have quiz in Saturday morning with the coffee club, which is a great thing to start the day. Saturdays I usually catch up with my family or friends, depending on what's on. I might have a dinner party or someone coming over or whatever. So that always pans out. It makes me feel good to do all that and have a full week. There's always invitations coming up to do things too. I've always got going up to stay at Bowral in my friend's property and probably sleep with the donkeys because I snore. Oh, the other girls do. She's got 6 donkeys. So I said to her, I don't know whether I can come because I snore. And then I said, well, I can sleep with the donkeys. Right. So I'm going away with a whole lot of girls. And then I'm going to a dinner at someone's house. Just girls' drinks and dinners. So, and then I can go up the Hunter Valley with my artist friends. So I've always got something, yeah. And it does make you feel good. I don't really consciously think of it like that, but yeah, I'm never at a loss, really. Even if I'm home and I've got nothing, I'm actually happy. There's always something to do here. You know, Coffee Club is one of the best routines I've ever got to get going, but I don't think it's not the be end and all end of my life either, because I have a life away from that. I'm pretty sure people look down there to see me every day who aren't part of it think, oh, she hasn't got a life. But I do have a life. I have a great life, right? And I have lots of interest.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Now remember, your routine or your rituals, it's not what fills your day. It's actually what makes a good day possible. So if you loved hearing more about rituals and routines, send it to the friend who also needs to build some routines, or the one who maybe needs permission to break one.
And next week, we are going to go there. We're going to talk about body changes and what to expect as you get older, but what's not as bad as you thought as well. And the small things that nobody is talking about. And boy, do we have a couple of great experts lined up for this. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to hear what Gay's going to tell us too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to see what I'm going to say.
I know.
What I'm going to share about the wheels falling off.
Oh boy, it'll be a good chat. Well, it does turn out that something good might be closer than you think.